everybody, I'm Kimberly Turner from cookingwithkimberly.com, and tonight I'm going to show you a really elegant, sexy, and sassy cocktail perfect for Valentine's Day. This is how to make a fizzy Hask-Apple cocktail, okay? Now, we're putting all the bells and whistles in this one because it's a very special occasion, and you kind of want it to feel like it's a very special thing, and it's a Cadillac of cocktails, okay? So what I've done is about a month ago, I flavored some brandy. I used some lady apples and some dried Hask-Apple berries. Now, if you've never seen Hask-Apple berries before, they come from Hask-Apple is the brand name. That's where I get mine. Online at Hask-Apple.com, and they've got the dried berries, they have juice, they've got relish and chutney and jam and maple syrup and stuff like that. Great, great stuff. Now, a Hask-Apple berry, it looks like a blueberry. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit longer, but a little bit irregular shape as well. So it's got that blue frosty outside and a crimson purpley inside flesh. Sweet, tangy. It kind of tastes like a cross between a bunch of berries. A cranberry, elderberry, blueberry, raspberry. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Now they look like little tiny raisins when they come out of here. And they're very similar to that, but they're a little bit tangier. So about a month ago, I did my brandy. Now this is a Hask-Apple and Lady Apple brandy. I got this prepared, but you could use just a plain brandy or even a fruity brandy if you want. But if you've done this, you're gonna be happy, happy. So it's got the apples and the Hask-Apple in there. You can tell that it has really changed the color of the brandy, and it's really imparted a lot of flavor too. Now, lady apples are a little tiny species of apple, and they're called lady apples. They're about that big, and they're great for cooking and baking. I've done lots of recipes with them. And the reason why I used apple with the Hask-Apple is because it's like a natural combination. Apple and Hask-Apple go beautifully together. So why not? And they were small enough for me to get into the bottle, so it worked just beautifully. All right, so let's get started. I'm using like a fluted glass. I'm using a champagne glass. You can use whatever kind of glass you have. You could even use a wine glass if you had to, but I want to kind of get some length in my glass so that I can see the fizzy bubbles coming through, okay? All right, so let's get started with this. We are going to go ahead and rim the glass. So I have some water in a little bowl, and I'm just gonna get the outside ready. And I have some brown sugar that I'm going to roll the edges in. A little bit different than just plain old sugar. You could use plain sugar, you could use cane sugar, you could use a crushed up cinnamon hearts if you wanted to, but this is going to be nice on the outside, okay? We have cinnamon hearts going in this, but in a different way. Okay, this looks great. So there you go. You're going to let this just kind of sit on the side for a moment and let that dry as I'm mixing my drink. All right, so I'm going to get started. If you have a shaker, that's great. You could even use a protein shaker if you don't have one of those snazzy cocktail shakers. That's what we're doing. I have about 6 ice cubes in here, and I'm going to shake things up, okay? I want to make sure they're chilled. Now, my apple juice is chilled, my ginger ale that I'm going to be using is chilled, but the brandy is not. So we're going to use 1 shot of this gorgeous brandy, and I'm going to strain it because it does have the Hask-Apple in it and some lady apples, and I might get more than I asked for in this. So I'm just going to strain it. And nothing came out. I'm just making sure. So that's 1 shot's worth. And I'm going to show you this gorgeous color. Oh, and it smells so good. Whew, man. So that's the color of it. It's amazing. That's what color the Hask-Apple berries are inside. So onto the ice it goes, okay? If you wanted to do a couple of these at a time, no, absolutely no problem. I'm going to use about 1/3 of a cup of apple juice. Now, you could use the Hask-Apple juice if you wanted to. Hask-Apple has a gorgeous Hask-Apple juice that you could use, but I'm going to use the apple, okay? I'm going to make it a little bit fruity. And I'm just going to go ahead and shake this up over the ice, okay? You just want to chill the liquid in here. Now these protein shakers are ideal because it has the little screen in it to keep things from coming out after. Helps it also to combine in there. So I can just pour that into my glass now. It looks amazing. I'm going to pour about 1/2 of a glass worth because I still want to add some ginger ale to that. So you have some options with juice. Use what you have, okay? You could use apple juice, pineapple juice, Hask-Apple juice, whatever you've got, okay? So try to keep it kind of light. And you could use different kinds of soda. I'm going to use ginger ale today, but you could definitely use you know, a club soda or something else, even a fizzy lemon or something like that. So I'm going to pour, the remainder of the glass is going to be the ginger ale. You're going to get some bubbles. This is a sexy drink. Okay, so we're almost here. And doesn't it look beautiful? That color is fantastic. All right, so next I'm going to add some surprise. I'm going to add a cinnamon heart to the bottom. That's a nice little surprise for later, plus it'll help color it as well. And I just have a nice little slice of a lady apple, and I'm just going to set that on the edge of the glass. And there you have it, folks, an absolutely beautiful fizzy Hask-Apple cocktail. All right, so you've got the bubbles going through there. You can see you've got this lovely little rimmed glass with brown sugar. You've got your little lady apple, a little bit of fruit at the end, and a surprise at the bottom. Okay, now if you wanted to propose, wedding ring goes in there. Really cool stuff. Okay, so let's try this. So if you're looking for a really romantic and sexy kind of drink, this is really going to do it. Beautiful. I made Wom one and she is in love with it. It's a really great cocktail. So let's try it. It's all the only thing left to do. A little bit of the brown sugar. Oh, that's tasty. That's fruity. You can really taste that Hask-Apple. You could even put a dried berry in there if you want to. The Hask-Apple is fantastic. And of course it's appley too. It's not too potent. The fizzy is really nice. It's always kind of celebratory when you have fizzy, or it's kind of like champagne, right? So, but a different flavor with the brandy. Real nice, and it's kind of cozy, okay? Here, it's very cold for Valentine's Day. We have lots of snow out, so it's kind of gonna be a cozy little, nice, quiet night in. And with some of these, it would be a really nice addition to your, you know, celebration. Always nice to have a little piece of fruit to go along with it. What a lovely cocktail. Fruity and fizzy, tasty. And I can't wait to get to my little treat at the end, little cinnamon heart. Beautiful. So you're appealing to your five senses with this cocktail. It looks beautiful, it smells beautiful, you can hear the fizzy bubbles. It's going to make you feel all warm and cozy inside, and of course, it tastes delicious. So if you're looking for something a little bit different than maybe champagne, or you just want to impress your sweetheart, this is a nice way to do it. And it's not just a girly drink, okay? This is very tasty, but I wouldn't say it's just, ooh, it's so fruity like a Cosmo or something like that, okay? Everybody can have this and really enjoy it. Now, as you get to the bottom, about 1.5 inches from the bottom, you can start tasting that cinnamon heart. It's kind of all hanging out at the bottom for like a climactic surprise, okay? Oh, it's so good. And you could even have added some ground cinnamon to the brown sugar to rim the glass, and that would be really nice. But I like it like this because it's kind of like a surprise at the end. You've drank it, and then all of a sudden you're surprised at the end. It's fantastic. I love this drink. You're gonna love it too. That's wonderful. So I hope you have a very happy Valentine's Day. Make sure that you check out my recipe for how to make Hask-Apple Lady Apple Brandy. You're gonna love this. And check out Hask-Apple online at Hask-Apple.com for the dried berries and their whole line of fantastic Hask-Apple products. You're gonna love it. I'm telling you, they're so versatile. I've baked with it, I cook with them. You put them in drinks and desserts, fantastic. Okay? So that's how you do it, folks. That's how you make a fizzy Hask-Apple cocktail. You're gonna love it. Try it, okay? Also, this would be great for Easter. It's a nice little treat for Easter too, okay? Follow me on Twitter at Cooking with Kim E with a capital E. Like the fan page at facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly. My shows are on ifood.tv/cookingwithkimberly, youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly, and you can find me syndicated on Roku. Come to my website at cookingwithkimberly.com and subscribe. Interact with us and let us know what's going down in your culinary world, all right? Be a champion in your kitchen and eat deliciously. Bye.